a very fine parcel of land, 25 acres in 4 lovely divisions in an excellent location, not too far from here. So we're here to sell today, with your help of course, and I must say that it's been sold with the goodwill and the best wishes of the vendor here today, I can assure you. Now, the solicitor acting for the vendor is here on my right. It's Mary Cowie from Mary Cowie and Company Solicitors in Maynooth. And if any of you have any queries of a legal nature, it's called the hospital pass, but I'll ask Mary. If you have any legal questions, by all means direct them to us to make sure. And if you have any general questions, hopefully I can help you. So, without further ado, I will ask Mary just to read out the special conditions of sale in relation to our 25 acres of Powderlough. And as I said earlier, any questions you have then, if you have any, please feel free to address them. Mary.
The vendor is Enda Garrity, Martin, Powderlough and Shockley, County Meath. The closing date is the 21st of June 2019. The interest rate is 8% per annum. The particulars and tenure are all that and those part of the lands contained in folio 8552 of the Register of Freeholders County Meath, situate at Powderlough and Shockley, County Meath, as delineated on the map attached hereto and surrounded by a red verge line and marked with the letter A, comprising circa 10.256 hectares, brackets 25.343 acres or thereabouts, held in fee simple. The documents then with the contract are number 1, folio and file plan MH8552, 2, copy letter from Meath County Council Roads and Services dated 3rd of May 2019, 3, tillage licence dated 22nd of February 2019 between Enda Garrity, owner, and Black Bull Farm Limited, licensee. Then the general conditions are as are per the 2019 Law Society conditions, and the special conditions are as follows. The title to the property shall commence with and consist of folio and file plan MH8552. No prior title shall be called for or furnished. There is a charge registered at burden number 3, part 3 of folio MH8552 in favour of Audrey Dowes. The purchaser shall accept the vendor's solicitor's undertaking to discharge the charge out of the proceeds of sale and to lodge Form 57A together with Property Registration Authority fees in the Property Registration Authority as soon as possible thereafter. The property in sale is subject to a tillage licence dated 22nd of February 2019 between the vendor and Black Bull Farm Limited. The purchaser shall not be entitled to vacant possession of the property until August 2019 or when the tillage licence crop has been harvested, whichever is the sooner. The rental payment will be apportioned in accordance with the provisions of General Condition 23. There are 2 unfenced access points from the lands in sale to adjoining lands to the north. These access points are for the temporary convenience of the licensee who is also renting adjoining lands. The vendor will erect a permanent stock-proof fence across the 2 access points within 4 weeks of the licensee vacating the property. There are farm buildings on the land consisting of a hay shed, lean-to, cattle crush and small yard. These buildings were erected prior to the 1st of October 1964. A statutory declaration from the vendor confirming this will be handed over on closing. Apart from this statutory declaration, no further other planning documentation shall be furnished, and Condition 32 of the General Conditions of Sale is amended in this respect. No further objection, requisition or inquiry will be raised in relation to this matter. The purchaser agrees and accepts that no statement, measurement, calculation, account or description contained in any advertisement or in any brochure or handouts in respect of the property shall constitute a representation inducing the purchaser to enter into this sale or any warranty forming part of this agreement, and that any statement, description or measurement contained in any particulars or in any form are for illustration purposes only and are not taken as matters of fact, and any misstatement or misdescription of incorrect measure given verbally or in the form of any printed particulars should not give rise to a cause of action or claim for compensation against the vendor or right of rescission under this agreement. Property herein is believed and shall be taken to be correctly described, and any error, misstatement or omission in this contract as to boundaries or otherwise shall not annul the contract or be a ground or basis for any abatement or compensation on either side. No further evidence of identity as to the property in sale, boundaries thereof, or as to the property in sale comprising the documents of title furnished set forth in the document schedule shall be furnished. No further requisition, query or objection shall be raised regarding same. The purchaser shall satisfy themselves as to the location of any boundaries, drains, pipes or ditches, subterranean or otherwise, which may be situate on or in the property. The purchaser shall be deemed to have purchased the property with reference to the boundaries on the ground and personal inspection thereof. See General Condition 11A of the contract for sale. On or before the closing date, the balance purchase price shall only be paid by interbank transfer to Mary Cowie & Co. Solicitors, client account details given. For the avoidance of doubt, a cheque, bank loan cheque or bank draft shall not be accepted by the vendors on closing. The purchaser shall not assign subsale part of the benefit of this contract or his or her interest in the property without the previous consent in writing of the vendor.
That's great. Thank you very much, Mary. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the special conditions of sale in relation to our 25 acres. If any of you have any questions in relation to what you've heard, or any questions generally about the property, certainly feel free to ask. We'll help you if we can. If not, I can assume then that everybody is happy. No questions. Great stuff. Okay, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are interested in the property will be very familiar with it, so I won't go into any great big detail in its description. Suffice to say that it is, as I said in the brochure, a landmark property. 25 acres, in fact it's 25.343 acres, and we found another third of an acre for you. Normally it's the other way around. But 4 divisions, 4 lovely divisions, well sheltered, well fenced, and a very well kept property and an excellent vein of land. And the important thing to consider here is that you have excellent road frontage. You have almost 500 metres of frontage from one corner to another onto 2 public roads taken in charge by the County Council. So it's a very fine property, ideal for agricultural, horticultural use, or indeed the erection of a dwelling subject to planning permission, which you'd obviously have to get from the County Council. But the location is fantastic, just off the R147, very convenient to Dunshaughlin, Dublin city centre. A lovely hobby farm, no doubt about it. And hopefully today, ladies and gentlemen, with your help, we will have a sale. I want to mention as well that we have a 3-bay hay barn and a lean-to, a lovely hay barn lean-to, and you've got your little collection yard, your cattle crush. So you've everything you need. So all I need from you are your bids, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, may I have a maiden bid from the floor, please, ladies and gentlemen, for our 25.34 acres at Powderlough, Dunshaughlin, County Meath. Today is your chance. Today it's its wedding day, so hopefully somebody will turn up. So can I have a maiden bid, please? Who'll start me, please? Is there 375,000 from the floor? That's 15,000 an acre. Surely it's worth every cent of it. 375. Do I have an opening bid? An opening bid. Do I have a maiden bid from the floor, ladies and gentlemen? An opening bid to get me started. We're here to sell, but the bidding must come from the floor. I can't do the bidding for you. Is there 375,000 anywhere in the room? 375. 375. Don't be shy. 375. I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. 375. 350 then. 350. Surely there's 350 in the room. Worth every cent of it. 350. I've building sites making that. And I've heard at 25.3 acres, ladies and gentlemen. Is there 350 from the floor? Raise your hand if I don't see you. 350 is there. 350. Surely there's 350. 25 if you like. I don't want to go any lower, but is there 325 anywhere? 325, 325, an opening maiden bid on the left hand side, and thank you sir, at 325, at 325,000, at 325,000 on my left hand side, an opening maiden bid, and I thank you sir for 325, at 325, any advance in 325, is there 350 anywhere? 350, 350, 350, at 325 I have, is there 350 in the hall? Is there 350, is there 350 anywhere? At 325 I have on my left hand side. At 325,000. Is there 350 anywhere? Is there 350? 350 anywhere? 340? 340? Against my opening bidder, I'm looking for a higher bid. At 340. 340, thank you sir. 340. At 340, a new bidder at 340,000. At 340, against my opening bidder at 350. Fill it in at 350, 350, 350, 350, 60 will you say? 360, 70, 70, thank you. 80, 70 I have, 80, 380,000. At 380,000, 90, 390. Would you fill it up at 4? At 390 I have. Would you fill it up at 4? Thank you. At 400,000. at 400,000, at 400,000 pound, at 410, at 410, at 410, my opening bidder, and against you all in the room, at 410,000, your bid, sir, and I thank you for it, at 410, against you, will say 420, 420 do I have, 420, at 420, 420, 430, 430,000, at 430,000, 40 do I have, do I have to say 40, 440, 440, 50, 450, 450, 60, 460, 70, 470, 480, 480, 480, 480, 490. Will you fill it up at 500,000? Will you fill it up at 500,000? Only euro. At 500,000 do I have? At 490,000, your bid, sir? At 500,000 do I have? At 490,000. I'll just consult with my clients, ladies and gentlemen, if you give me 30 seconds, and I'll come back to you and written instructions.